Hello, my friends, and welcome to the John Schilling Show, brought to you each Saturday right here on Time Warner Cable Channel 9. We're so happy that you joined us. Sitting alongside of me is my dear and great friend, Dale Jordan.
I'm glad you didn't stop at dear, John. Yeah, that dear John, it'd be bad, wouldn't it, man?
Dale, we have got in this studio, sitting alongside of you...
You're kidding.
You're
kidding me.
A living legend.
Living legend.
A living legend.
Right.
A person that is considered to be one of the greatest all-time baseball players in our lifetime. I'm excited.
You've lived a long time, John.
Very long.
Okay.
Very long. Ladies and gentlemen, the great, the incomparable, from the, I almost said Brooklyn, the Los Angeles Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Garvey.
Steve. It's a pleasure. Thank you, Dale. Nice to see you.
Thank you very much.
My friend.
And sitting alongside is Mr. Cook, Wes Cook of the Monroe Channel Cats. And we're going to talk a little bit about that and talk about the living legend.
And talk a little bit about why Steve is here today and what they're going to do later on this evening. And
Yes.
Have
you ever seen a better-looking bodyguard than this man right here?
I'll tell you, nobody's going to mess with you.
Well, I'm John's bodyguard.
He's my bodyguard. Wait a minute. But did you see when he was...
The hand down the chest and the knee under the table?
Yes. So we'll move
What time does this show air?
We used to be early in the day.
Yes.
I won't be a living legend if we keep going on
There
like
you
this.
go. Well, Steve, tell us one thing, and you probably get this question many, many times.
Sure.
What is your favorite time in baseball? That one thing that would stick out for you? Would it be the year that you hit the home run in the World Series, or I mean, I imagine that would be a great thing for you.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that meant more to you than that?
Well, Dale, it's interesting because there are different stages in your career. I mean, when you're a young boy playing Little League, you have dreams of being a major league player someday. And for me, it was being a Dodger or a Yankee because my parents were from Long Island, New York, and my grandfather was a Brooklyn policeman, so I was partial to New York teams. And then as you get older, you take each step and you see how good you can become, and you go high school and then college, and I went to Michigan State, played football and baseball there. And then I was signed out of Michigan State in 1968, so my next goal was to make the major league. So my first big moment and the first turning point in my career really was that first day in Los Angeles, September 1st of 1969. I was called up, and Walter Alston, the great manager, got a hold of me before the game, and I had a great batting practice, and everybody was watching this, young phenom, big, strong, little Abner-looking guy, And he said, okay, he said, be ready today. He said, they've thrown a lefty. It was New York Mets. And he said, you might bring in, if we need you. I said, okay. So the Mets were ahead of us 3-0. It was about the bottom of the 7th, and I guess the skipper decided it was time for me to come in, my first major league at bat. And couldn't find a helmet that fit, and ended up with a double ear flap one, and they gave me a couple of S2 bats. I didn't have my own bats with me, and I got up to the plate, and I was pretty confident. I'd just come off a great season in Albuquerque. And they were throwing a lefty by the name of Jack DeLora. And he threw a curveball inside the first pitch, and I hit it, just nailed it. That 10 feet foul, that 20 rows up down the line. It's not bad. Next pitch.
10-time All-Star.
Yeah.
8 years in a row. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, does it, Steve?
Well, it doesn't, for sure. Now, the second pitch is a fastball away, and I hit it down the right field line. Okay, just missed a home run. First 2 pitches in the majors, just missed home runs. I'm thinking, this isn't too tough at all. This is great. Boy, I got him set up.
Yeah.
So into the delivery, and he throws the pitch, and all of a sudden it looks like a curve. No, it's a changeup. No, it's a screwball. And I swing, and the bat comes out of my hand, goes over the third baseman's head, and almost like a javelin in the left field grass. I'd never seen a screwball before. And I walk back to the dugout, and there's Walter Alston on the step, and he said, well, kid, welcome to the big leagues.
There you go.
And